Hello guys, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be showing you how to make a police livery. Now, today's project, as you could kind of see on the other car, we're going to turn this Explorer here into a West Virginia State Police car. It won't have its plate, this was just a test car for a while back. So it's going to have all the state police stuff, and this is what you should be expecting in the end. So we'll go ahead and... So, this next part, you're going to actually need to have a certain thing. I like to use this thing called paint.net. Now, a lot of people use paint.net, so it's actually a really good thing to use. I will link the Google Drive thing where I got all these images from. So we need to get a 2016 Ford Explorer. Alright. So you want to look down here and make sure it's 2048 by 2048. Now if it's not 2048 by 2048, what you do is you go to images, you go to resize, and then you put 2048. 2048. And what that'll do is that'll automatically resize all of this to make it 2048. So that's the whole point of this, is so that it is 2048, or else it won't work. If it's 4096, which will happen on the 2016 Dodge Charger, you need to change it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step. So what you gotta do is you want to add a new layer right above the background. And now you can use the paintbrush for this, but I find it much easier to use the line/curve, the shortcuts O. So what you want to do is you want to put it at 5. Well, I'm putting it 5 because I'm making WVSP. You could put it at whatever you want. So say you're making New York, you'll put it straight across. West Virginia State Police is a lot like New York, only it's straight down. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it out here a bit. You got to make it like a gold, which is what you use that for. So now what we want to do is we want to scroll down until this gets to the very end of the door. It's fine if it hangs off a bit, we'll fix it here in a minute. So that's line/curve 1. You can press Control Z after you've unclicked if it messed up. This takes time, so if you want to get a good livery, you gotta do it right, and you gotta take the time to do so. So as you can see, I got the 2 lines, the little space in between it. Now we're gonna go to the blue one, which is also known as the bottom one, and we're gonna do the same thing. Alright, now you want to go again, straight over and straight down. Boom. So now as you can see, you got 2 lines, perfect. Your next step is to get the eraser, and it's still got to stay at a lower rate, but what you want to do is you want to get is right up against there to get it perfect and done. Now if you accidentally erase a little bit off, you can press the paintbrush, you just kind of dab it back on there. And then what we can do is we can scroll over to the back side of the car, and then we can go into this and also fix that up. So what we can do is we're just going to fix this up. Boom. That's State Police Part 1. Now, you could leave this hanging off because that's actually not going to matter, but I'd rather fix it than leave it hanging off there, because then your livery looks a little different. Now, for me, there's a few special things I use to make these State Police cars. I am working on my own game. That's what my Discord server is all about. Beverly, West Virginia pre-alpha. It's pretty much just a car driving game. So, as you can see, you got this. So now you're going to go into here, and let me show you. So what you want to do is you want to go to Chrome. You want to open up a new one, and you want to look up your logo for your car or your car itself. Mine's a WVSP logo. And then when you find one, like, also this is what the real life livery itself looks like. Just so you notice what's going to come out as. But now we don't want these because they're supposed to go on their clothing. Something like this would be perfect. So what you do is you right click. You could either save it or you could copy image. Then you want to go back into paint.net, open a new, alright, so next up what you want to do is you want to take your magic wand tool. You want to click the background, you want to click delete on your keyboard. That will delete the whole thing. Then your next step is to go up here to the highlighting one, and you want to completely highlight this whole thing. Control C or right click. Wait, you can't right click, so you have to Control C. Now what you want to do is you want to go down here and add a new layer for this part. Control V to paste. Now what you want to do is you want to shrink it down to size. I don't know why I did it like that. What you want to do is you want to shrink it down to size, and then you want to fit it right up on the door. Now, the other livery was a little off. It's actually supposed to penetrate through the symbol. Control C, Control V. There you go. So as you can see, it's got that done. Now, for the next part, I'm going to use the same one, but we actually have to make the roof its golden look. So what you do is you just kind of go through it and do it like this, whatever. It's not that difficult to do. Anybody can really build a car in Roblox. If you just take the time and patience to put into building it, you could build a really nice car in this game. Or for your game also. It could be really nice. There you go. Then go up to there. Then you want to use these little wheels that you have conveniently placed to help you move these lines into place. So, like that. And then you want to move these into place. And then you want to go over there. So let's go and continue on with this. So the thing is that the only thing you really need to make a good livery is time and patience. Awards don't come for free. You gotta do things to get them. Anyways, so guys, we're just going to completely finish up making this livery good, and that should be our full roof, people. Let's go ahead and use the paint bucket to fill that in. And now we have a gold top. Now you can't control C that, copy that, and then paste it because it doesn't actually work like that. For this one, you have to do the same as you did there, which shouldn't be as hard now that you know what you're doing, right? So your next step is to just kind of put these into place and make it perfect, guys. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and anyway, sorry for silence, guys. My sister's a little mad right now, so if you hear any noise in the background, it's my sister. Alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and finish up on this livery here. We don't have much more besides the finish up the markings, so sorry if I'm a little stuffy. I'm a little sick at the moment. Alright, so now what we can do is we can go ahead and use the paint bucket to fill that in, and that's done. You got the gold tops and all that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, actually we don't even need to add a new layer actually. Now what we're going to put on here is we're going to go ahead and choose impact, and we're going to go with 100 for now, so we get this perfect. Caps lock on, state police. Now what we're going to do is we're going to space these out because these are going on the back. So next step is to completely do this. Your shortcut key is S, and then you use this, which is shortcut key M, and you want to place this onto the back of your Explorer perfectly. So that goes there. If you go up from the middle, that's where the symbol would be. So that's part 1. Part A is done. Now we gotta do part B, which is with the state. Go ahead and shrink at. Place that here. Grow it up so it fits. Look up. That's probably where symbol would be. We're done there. Now, if you look back on, if you go WVSP car, none of these actually say state trooper. They all seem to say state police, state police. You can see all these say state police on the side. You may find a little one that has state patrol, not state patrol. You may find a little one sometime at some points that says, I don't know, like state trooper, but well, again, I think it says state trooper. But it's not very often that you see state trooper. It's usually state police. Anyways, let's go back over and put the state police on the rest of the way. Caps lock. State police. Now, as you saw on these, we're just going to drag this over to here. So, that goes like that. We'll go stretch it out a bit. Control C, Control V. Alright, so the final thing to do is to go back to your background layer down here. Press Add New Layer. Then in this layer, you want to get your really dark navy blue, like. You want to get your paint bucket, and you want paint. Let me get a little darker. So as you can see, all the markings stayed, but wait, hold on. So we did forget something. Well, I forgot something. Let's go back over to the gold here. Alright, sorry for that. Alright. Over here, so you can see we got the same gold back. What we want to do is we want to actually go ahead and do this. I don't remember it looking like this when I first started making liveries, but yeah, this could probably be a little bit longer of a video. I'm sorry if it is, I haven't been keeping track of the time. But now we're going to go ahead and add that to that, so it's stuck there. Now what we need to do is we need to connect this. Then we need to pull up till we hit this point. And then we want to go ahead and go round, round. And then we want to go ahead and hit over here to finish this up. So is this a necessary part of making the state police car? Yeah, it is. If you don't do it right, what's the point of doing it? Like, really. Now, yes, a lot of developers refresh their liveries after a little while, but sometimes you don't have to do that automatically. You could give your game a month before you revamp the liveries, sometimes even years before you revamp the liveries. But I don't usually take that long before I shut out liveries that I'll mess up. Better go ahead and fix that. So what we do in here is just adding the gold top finish. Now we'll add the paint bucket to finish us off, and then we'll add back the blue layer to finish off what I like to call a finished product. So now we want to file, save as, and we'll call this WVSP Ford Explorer, and we'll go and put this in here. PNG image. Okay. Flatten. This will flatten all your layers down, but it doesn't matter. Next up, you will go to Roblox Studio. Roblox's game page. Don't mind Wrestling County. I was playing it earlier, but what we're going to do now is we're going to go to, you want to go to create or develop. And then guys, you want to go down to decals. Any background noise is probably my sister's, so just ignore it, guys. So what you want to do now is you want to go in. Anyways, next up you want to go to your Beverly, West Virginia things, or mine's called Beverly, West Virginia things. You call it whatever you want. So now what you can do is go through and find your Alright, so we're going. Sorry for silence for a second. I was telling my sister something. So what we're gonna do now is find that image. That's not it. I feel like maybe it didn't save right. Alright, so that's not a hard fix. We just have to go through, go file, save as, and you just want to move it to the spot that you know it's going to be available. So like here. You can go here, you can save it. Okay? It's already flattened, so you don't need to reflatten. And you can click choose file. You can click your thing. You can click that, open. Click upload. And there it is. Now you can open it in a new tab by pressing the middle scroll wheel down. Then you want to copy this link here. Control C or right click copy. Then you want to go background noise, my sister. So now you want to go back to this. This is where it gets fun. So now you want to collect all the colors and you want to paste that link that's there. Either that or you can right click and click paste and you paste the link. When you press enter, it'll show up as the state police's livery. And that's all there is to making a state police car. You can see it went right around the Ford symbol exactly like I wanted it. It's right up against the lights exactly how we needed it. State police, you got the gold top. We'll go ahead and open the... So here's what my old livery looked like. This it says state trooper. This it says state police. Oh yeah, the state trooper is more of the normal look on Explorers. That's state police one. As you see, the blues are like, this is a more realistic navy blue on the new one over here. This is more of a lighter, non-realistic blue. You can see the lines are not directly on the light. Like, I'll hold shift so I can get in there better, but you can see how these aren't connected right, and how these down here aren't exactly connected right either, and how it's not penetrating through here. And also, this is off back here, like you see that, how these are perfectly on point, and then this goes through that, and on the difference here is that these connect into the light, and all that. But that's how you create a state police car. Now you can go F5 to play this game real quick. It looked like there were 3, but trust me, it's just 2. So, I know one works, but I don't know if the other works. So, we're going to go ahead and head into the game. So this one right here. So now you can press R. So this is unrealistic because the light bar is kind of a triangle, which isn't how it is in real life. This is more... Alright, so this one, on the other hand, has way more realistic sirens. But anyways, that was how to build a cop car. in Roblox too. I may do more on this later on, but if you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for many more videos on many more things. I love you all, and I will see you all in the very next one. Goodbye!